What's up, everybody? Welcome to Speedway Stories. Your boy Wally is back in business. How's everybody tonight? Sorry for keeping you all hanging and everything else. What's up, Benji? What's up, Blaze? How are you guys doing tonight? Just got done cooking on the grill and stuff. Sorry about that, being as usual, always late. Um, Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and everything else. I mean, I did, other than working and everything, but we're gonna try to be back on schedule. So. Um, yeah, we're gonna get into some. I'm gonna talk about some motorsports and stuff that was going on this weekend that I caught up on, and some more future events coming up here soon for the Speedway Story side. Me personally, and everything else. Yeah, Benji, you brought up a good point in the comments, man, dude. That was sick seeing him get his first podium win. Man, that was badass. Yes, you're right, Xanthius. Dirt is for racing, buddy. Dude, there's been some big strides at our Mansfield Motor Speedway, man. If you would follow them on Facebook and everything else, you ought to see what the dude's doing to the track and the facility. I got a feeling it's going to be one of the top tiers right up there with Eldora and your guys' track out there in Missouri, man. Um, you're going to have some competition, buddy, when it comes time for this place to open up, man. So, oh, I was excited for it too. And Benji, I also seen something the other day at Walmart that I'm going to hit you up in text messages on. I'm going to need your address and stuff, buddy, because I found you something that I think you might enjoy. Um, Found you an Indy Formula car, the Red Bull Racing Team, both cars, both different drivers. But yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna hit, like I said, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I'm gonna send you a little present and stuff, man. Thanking you for the support and stuff you show me and the channel and everything else. So I figured you might like that in the collection since you're our big Formula One guy and everything else. I thought it was kind of cool seeing them, and I mean it's the 124 scale models. I thought that was pretty sick seeing it. So, um, but yeah, Benji brought up about the one of the drivers that I mean he's a well known driver and everything else, but he finally got his first podium win this weekend in Formula. Um, yeah, I've also seen where you were talking about the E4, which is the electric formula racing. Dude, that, as much as I'm against the EV stuff, man, I watched some highlights of that on the YouTube channel, dude. I found. Um, that's some interesting racing right there, buddy. I'll tell you that much right now. Um, there was some big truck and tractor pulling events over the weekend. Iowa held a big points meet and stuff, and there was a lot of local guys I know from here in Ohio went out and they did pretty good for themselves in the truck and tractor pulling world. They finished in the top five. A couple of them did in their classes that they were in. Life in general, I mean, they did good. One of them was it's a super semi. I'm kind of close with the gentleman. Become friends with him over the years. He just debuted the whole rebuild of his truck and actually ended up taking the win out of 20 super semis out there in Farley, Iowa. Um, Shout out to the driver and stuff, Team Rubber Duck. You guys, looking forward to seeing you here on the OSTPA circuit. At some of the local pulls and stuff here at the fair and everything. If you guys aren't busy on the national circuit, dirt track racing, man. Yeah, you're right, dude. I've been that one. It is really starting to suck me in on watching that. It is sweet to see after watching some of the videos I found. Man, you were right. I'm sorry, as much as I hate to admit it. You guys heard it here first on the channel. That FE is definitely freaking amazing for what it is, dude. It is wow. They are moving. But yeah, there was that, and there's been some local drama going on at one of my local dirt tracks. They actually made national headlines for this shit on one of the Lucas late model dirt track series about track conditions and everything else for these guys for some big money races, and a lot of shit going on with that, which sucks because this is another Ohio well-known dirt track that they hold the big races at for dirt track racing and stuff. And I mean, for some big name guys to be complaining about the track and everything else and how the owner's been operating it and everything, it's sad to see. I mean, I get it. It's rough in this world, but man, come on, guys. This track's been established for over 50 years. If you can't run it, I know the fans love the place because it's one of the few tracks in Ohio. You actually can run the truck series, take S10s and everything else, Rangers and stuff, and actually race dirt trucks there, and they're starting to chase people off, man. I was reading about it and stuff, and it's just a shame. I've been to that track a couple of times in the past and watched races. It's a pretty damn good track. It's just sad. I know it takes money, takes time, everything else in the support of these tracks. I mean, it don't matter if it's dirt, asphalt, whatever. I mean, it takes a community to keep events going and everything else. But when you don't, the biggest problem with a lot of this stuff is internet warriors. After they go to a show or anything else, they start bitching and crying and stuff. When you can actually go to the people, and I've seen where they've asked. The reason they're complaining about the track, it was too rough, bumpy, and they had some debris still in the track, Benji, on some of the races, I guess, when they had the Lucas guys up there, the big late model boys. There was a lot of crap. I guess a lot of crappy track conditions and everything else is what they were complaining about. But most of it was fans, but also it was the track they're complaining is payouts aren't getting distributed like they were supposed to. So that made it kind of put a black eye on things from what I was reading. But like I said, oh yeah, messing tires up. It was actually messing bodies up on these cars, man. I'm talking these guys. That's part of the Lucas model, late model series, and they hold an event up there. A couple of the drivers were saying the track was like going over back gravel road washboard with these late model cars. It vibrated the hell out of them. So yeah, it's yep, you're right, man. Yeah, but most of it was, and then it was fans, man. It's just people griping because, unfortunately, yes, Mother Nature's a bitch. They had a rain delay too. Instead of, it's hard. I'm a fan. I've seen the aspects of what people put in. I've helped run out a drag strip before. Mother Nature, especially on dirt, dude, and even asphalt, man. I mean, I get it, especially with these cars and everything that they race and the money they're racing for. They should have postponed, but at the same time, they tried. I will give them credit. They tried to dry the track, but it's hard to do on a clay track like these dirt tracks with these banks and stuff. Mad kudos for that. But it's just, in general, people were saying about payouts weren't getting done, this and that. I'm not going to get into it unless the man himself comes out and actually honestly admits he made a mistake. These are all these dirt track news articles and stuff that people, I call them the gossip coliseums. Unless the person themselves that's claimed as the guilty party comes forward, dude, let's just call it a weekend. It's been the past now. I know it sucks because it was a big series. But, I mean, the man did with the crew. I mean, they're looking for people. He can't get reliable help. Nobody wants to. They want to make big bucks to help with these tracks and everything else. And it's a shame. But, yeah, on the positive note, man, they got there's some racing coming up for Tough Truck Series that I've talked about on my last show when I had Glick up here last week, showing you guys the video and everything else of my hobby. Believe it or not, it was actually the second place guy that was complaining about the track, Benji, believe it or not. That was the gentleman that was complaining. The winner hasn't come forward yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I got it coming up. My birthday weekend's coming up. I'm gonna spend it with family and stuff, and besides working. Got a first points race for the Tough Truck Series here in Ohio. It's at Coshocton County Fair. A lot of the guys I know are going to be there. I'm going to try to go film this weekend. Plus, it starts our fair for the county fair and stuff. Oh, you're right, man. I mean, but it's always and it is, guys. You're both right. I mean, it's motorsports has got to the point, man. Especially when a lot of money's involved anymore. It's a bunch of crybabies. Even on my local level, dude. It's a blah 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 blah. Somebody's always got something to cry about. I mean, there was a big, huge deal. We'll get back to my fair schedule and stuff and the rough truck thing here since you guys brought this up. There was a big deal on one of the classes this weekend at a big drag racing event. It was called Cash Days on the Hill. This is down in Southwestern Ohio. It's called KD Dragway. One of the biggest names in street racing in the state of Texas, Lightman. Chris Limpy Collins was down there and stuff. They had all kinds of drama at this event that I was reading online from it. And it's one of the biggest racing events this track holds besides like a national event. Oh, yeah. You're right, man. Yep. But there was there's rules to all these events. There is that one or few many people that's been doing it so long, they know how to push the gray areas of the rules that it's still passable, but it's still questionable. And man, I guess it started a big whole internet stink over this stuff that I found out today. And it's just, man, I don't know anymore. It's sad. Nobody can just go out. I know these guys have got a lot of money in these cars, a lot of money on the line. Just follow the damn rules, stay within the guidelines of everything, and go out and do what you got to do. Yeah, especially in the drag racing heads up game, man. You see it all the time. But no, it's just one of those. It's one of those things that's just getting more drama, more drama, more drama. Oh, you're right, man. It does. I mean, and it's all across the board. It ain't just racers. There's even fans, man, because they're so fucking lip locked on these certain teams and stuff because they're what I call bandwagon jumpers, man. And dude, I'll support the small guy because I'm the small guy. Do big things. I love a lot of the big racers, everything else. Anymore, it's glitz, glamour, and money. And most of it is all about the money. Whose pocket's deeper? Whose race program's got more money? Who's got more backing? Who, and everything else. And they play that game, play that card, and then me personally, line the card, especially in drag racing, especially these true streets and everything else they claim that they're street cars. Line them up, let it hang. First to the finish line, be done. Who gives a shit? Run them. I don't care if it's John Force lining next to me in a true street car, not his funny car or anything like that. I came to race, I'm going to race. I paid the same amount of money as you did to get here. Yes, you may have more sponsors, da 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 da. But you know what? If you truly love the motorsports world, and like I said, it don't matter if it's drag racing, truck and tractor pulling, formula racing, any of it. It's whose pockets are deeper, and it's getting to the point. It's like Benji said, taking the fun out of it for fans. That's why I like the local scene. Yes, you have your local drama, but man, is it amazing watching these guys out here just having a blast, hooting and hollering, watching the little kids supporting their favorite drivers and stuff. That's what it's about. I've said it multiple times. The younger generation is our future. If we don't show them the right way to just go and work your butt off, yes, you get sponsors, this and that, you can work your way to get them. But if you can't expect everything handed to you. And the sad part is a lot of people out there nowadays saying, Well, I got this, so I can do this and this. It's not how it works. Plain and simple. I've been in this game for a long time. Been around motorsports a long time. Next Sunday, I'll be 43 years old. I've been in the motorsports game, growing up around it since I was 5 years old. I've seen some of the best in the world here in the United States, especially from my state, home state. Dude, they've come up from nothing. And they've made a name for themselves, even though they have a family name. They've etched their own stone in here. Prime example, one of my biggest dirt track idols and everything else, the Moran family. Donnie Moran, the first $1 million late model winner. Dude, his son Devin is carrying that name on with pride, everything else. He don't whine and cry in the late model game. He knows shit happens, but he also knows he's got a legacy to carry, and he carries it with pride. And I mean, this guy's, 5 months older than me. Well, you're the old fucker now. Gotcha, bud. But no, I mean, just looking up to what he goes through. Like this past weekend, he was at a race. Blew a motor. He was disappointed that he didn't, place in the top, end up getting in the top 10 and stuff in the feature. But like he said, back to the grind. You got to grind. And that's where it's at. It's one in the races or one in the shop. How bad do you want it? How bad's your team want it? How bad's your support system wants you to win? And that's where it's at. I mean, you got to have the support system in the motorsports game. And it's actually in anything. But in the motorsports side, yes, I get there's these big money teams. But down on the smaller level, you don't have this. It is the support system and everything else you have to do this stuff. And if you don't have it, you're not going to succeed. You're going to give up. Man, I'd give anything. And I told you guys all, everybody on this channel, it's my dream to do this stuff. I've done it a few times, but I just don't have the time, the money, like most of these people to do it all the time. I've got a family to support like everybody else. My kids are really getting into the motorsports, man. Now, especially now that they're older. My oldest two, I'll tell you what right here now, man, if I had the money, everything else and shit, it's just, oh yeah. Yeah, I seen where, yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, Davenport's another one that I follow big, man. He is him and Moran, I'll tell you what right now, him and Carpenter too. Those three, their teams are no quit, and they've got one of the best chassis and Longhorn chassis for late model cars backing them, but they've also got a hellacious teams that help them, man. That's what I'm saying. Yes, these guys, but yeah, everybody gets their break. It just, some work, it takes longer than others. But yeah, I've got the older two, they're into it. My wife's into it. It's just, I don't have the funds to build us a team like I would love to for rough truck, dirt track racing, something like that, where we can all go do it. Unfortunately, it's just not in the cards right at the moment. But yeah. Oh yeah, they are. They're great. I mean, I've seen their video. I've seen their videos and stuff on their Facebook, following that group, the Longhorn family, the chassis owners and stuff. Dude, if I had the opportunity and the backing to do and run one of their chassis and be competitive on the series, man, that would be the chassis I'd want for late model, man. You can't go wrong with the Longhorn. And that's another family that kind of branched off. From what I've read on the history, they started out with a team and everything else, chassis builders, and expanded out and did their own thing. And now they've got renowned world champs and everything all over. I mean, not on the high level, low level, everything, local level and stuff. People run their cars, man. I mean, they're great. It's a great family. But yeah, it's just, it all falls on your support system, let alone the funds. Your main goal is to have the same support system to live out your dreams, to do this stuff in this motorsports world. And people still to this day, a lot of them, they want to whine and cry because they don't have this, they don't have that. Man, I would give my right arm to have a modified rough truck that I showed on these videos that I got friends that run these things. But I don't, I have to be budget friendly. Take a stock vehicle and go run if I ever did, if I had the money to do it. But it's just, you're given opportunities to make friends, and they become more than friends, especially with most of the guys I'm friends with in the motorsports world. A lot of them, yes, I'm not around them all the time like I'd like to be, everything else. But when we are, it's like we've never separated. It's a big family community. It is freaking amazing, especially in the rough truck community. Dude, everybody helps everybody. They may have beefs with somebody, but man, I've seen so many times these people that have beef with each other still help each other. I've seen it at the dirt tracks. See it all the time at truck and tractor pulling events. Somebody's always helping. But you always have those bad apples, and a lot of them are anymore, as we're all on it right now and everything else. We have our keyboard warriors. If you fuckers think you can do better than majority of these professional drivers or these people out here doing this shit, I dare you to come up with the multi-million dollars to do and run and do what they're doing day in and day out because they love what they're doing. Then you can come talk shit. Until then, keep your mouth shut. Stay off the keyboards. Come out and enjoy yourself. Because keyboard warriors are ruining the sport. So, I'm done with my rant over this. Now we're going to get into some of the stuff that I got planned coming up here soon. Like I said, coming up this Saturday, it's our first points race in the modified series, rough truck events, tough trucks. I'm going to try to go to Coshocton if I can. Things plan out. Go film and everything else. Share some clips with you guys next Monday night. Then our granddaddy of them all, of course, my local fair starts this coming weekend, on my birthday on Sunday. We have what we call the Super Bowl of rough truck racing. My fair is the one that put the county fair rough truck events on the map. This is like the granddaddy of them all, like Eldora is for the Dream. This is Mount Vernon is the rough truck mecca of it all. So I'm going to try to film for some of that stuff and everything else. Might go live a little bit. I don't know, on the network. I'm going to try, but at the same time, I may pre-record stuff and everything. But I'm also going to try to go and put more on my YouTube channel. I've uploaded some videos from the past rough truck event I went to. There's some more on my personal page and everything else that I like to do and everything. That's my motorsports and reptile side, besides doing the podcast here on the network with my boys, Glick, Blaze, and Michael. This gives me a chance to expand my horizon on here and share with you guys. But yeah, we got that coming up. Got some truck and tractor pulling, of course, Sunday and Saturday of my fair. I'm going to try to video that and share some clips with you guys too on the motorsports side. And back to drag racing, my other local track, kind of local to me, about half hour away, National Trails, just held their first big International Hot Rod Racing Association race. The new owner of it's called IHRA, just put on a big pro race. Paid out a lot of money, even though they had a small car count for a lot of the nitro guys, the funny cars and all that stuff, even the bracket racers. I had some guys I know personally from up here at my local track. I actually did good this last weekend, other than Mother Nature playing a damper with them. They were going rounds, but yeah, IHRA, NHRA is well known. But I got a feeling in the next 5 years, things keep going the way this proved this past weekend. IHRA is here to stay, and they're for the sportsman racers, budget racers, and everything else, like myself and anybody else that's into bracket racing or the small heads up game and everything else that aren't multi-million-dollar teams, even for the big boys, they're still about the racers. So, I mean, they had 3 guys from the Street Outlaws show come race the Pro Mod division, and they even yes, Benji. Actually, I go to car shows too. I've got a couple coming up in August. That actually, one of them's right up the road, and it's a big one here. It's during our Dan Emmett days. Well, the Music and Arts Festival, as they call it now. Um, I like to go car shows too. Um, my main thing is I love it. It's just a lot of them I'd like to go to. Like this past weekend, we had Good Guys, largest car show in the country, was just in my home state of Ohio in Columbus, Ohio. There's pictures all over on Facebook and stuff. I'll have to come on tag the people that have them from the rain, where some of these classic cars were sitting in water because it rained so bad. Oh, definitely, Benji. I would definitely have to do that, man. Actually, and for the local car show, that weekend, that Sunday, I will get some videos for you guys and show you some of the cars and stuff, man. And yeah, I'll try to get some more videos up and everything to share on the podcast of everything, the car shows, whatever I can go to motorsports wise. But yeah, it's getting into the busy season, and I'm hoping funds and everything else, work schedule kind of works out where I can go to some of these things for me. It's now that I'm officially the assistant manager at my parts store that I work at and stuff. So the schedule is one of those deals, the responsibility if somebody calls off or whatever. If my my boss doesn't do it, I usually step up right now. So it kind of contradicts some of my scheduling, but I try to expand it and stuff, but it's been kind of difficult, especially with the wife, with her incident. But that, speaking of her, she got good news now. Now she's able to go to physical therapy and start walking around without using her scooter and having it up, but she's got to be careful. So Rachel's on the rebound and everything else, but still not able to fully be functional and everything else, like go back to work and everything. So it's on my plate still and everything, but hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. If anything, the shoe was on the same foot, you know what I mean? But that's what the man's supposed to do, is support the family. So, but yeah, I love being here with you guys. You guys have all been a huge support for me through all this. And I apologize. On the Mondays, I know a lot of you look forward to it and everything else. And I do, like I said, I apologize. Schedules, working, all that stuff. But yeah, big plans. Car shows still coming. Try to get some of those. Get them up on, show some video, little clips and stuff of those. More, like I said, rough trucks, truck and tractor pulls at some of my areas. Still haven't made it to the drag strip. That's still kind of up in the air. But yeah, I will get more stuff to share, little tidbits and everything, now that I know how to share on the podcast, videos and stuff, why I'm doing the show and talk about them and everything. And we'll go from there. And Benji, I need to get you up here sometime whenever. I know how your work schedule's been here lately too, man. So with summer being here, but yeah, that, and when I go to my hometown rough truck show, I'm going to try to do some interviews with some of the drivers. One of my good buddies, actually, I'm going to show a clip on the network Facebook page if anybody's following it. I know Benji doesn't, but he's got a surprise for his new ride and stuff. And my wife's cousin, well, he's my cousin too. I don't care what anybody says, even though it's through marriage. Just got done doing decals for him and stuff for his new truck and everything. It's going to be rowdy. They're in for a rude awakening. But I appreciate you all tuning in and everything tonight. thank you, and I'm sorry I was a little late. But yeah, everybody have a great week. I'll be back. Glick's got a guest tomorrow night and everything else on Glick's House of Music. Wednesdays are Wild Card Wednesdays here on the network. Usually Glick and Blaze has got some stuff coming up, or Michael and Blaze, or vice versa. Nice. Holy cow, man. You've been a busy boy there, Benji. Yeah, it'd be awesome to have you back up here again so we can chit chat some more about Formula Racing. You can catch me up some more too on everything, and we'll talk about it and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. It's rough, especially being a little later at night and everything else. But you know what? I got to do it for myself, mostly for myself, because I enjoy this, and plus having you guys here and supporting us and everything else. But yeah, and then Thursday, back to that, I should be back on. Things pan out, it'll be about 9 o'clock this time or a little after, with Cold-Blooded Conversations. Unfortunately, last week I had some stuff come up, so I'll catch you up on what's going on in the reptile community, and some other. I'm gonna bring some new stuff. Some new stuff to the Cold-Blooded Conversation. I'm going to start talking about some arachnids and different animals in the animal kingdom and everything else. I'm going to open the horizon other than just snakes and lizards and everything else. So it's going to be a new adventure. We're gonna expand a little bit on Thursday nights on the Cold-Blooded Conversations and stuff. Of course, Friday night, Blaze and Michael's back with Nonsense and Chill. Saturday, it's up in the air. Usually it's our nonsensical nonsense night. Saturday, we let everything hang out and let it go and everything and come in. It's open door challenge. Oh yeah, we always got to make that money, man. Anymore, it's one of those deals, buddy. And then we're back here. Sundays are still kind of open right now with football season kind of still on hold. So the boys are on the sports show kind of behind. And then, of course, we're back Monday night with your boy here on Speedway Stories and everything else. And like I said, that next Monday, I should have some videos and stuff for you guys. Excuse me, from the weekend. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Like Glick and everybody else says, 9 out of 10 grannies love our channel and everything else. You guys like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds a tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.